Some pretty interesting news was just announced. Let's go ahead and jump right into it so we can start talking about it. I'm sure some of you guys might have seen that shortly after the market closed, out of nowhere, Robinhood goes from highs of, what is that, $98 to lows of $94. It's not a substantial drop, but it's a drop. Something obviously got announced. What was it? It sold off about almost 4%. So what was it that was just announced? Very simple. So a lot of you guys might have heard a few days ago the whole reason that Robinhood has been on this really nice uptick recently. It went from lows of $85 all the way to highs of $100. It made new all-time highs because Robinhood was innovating the space. It held a conference, I think in Europe, where it announced tokens. So token ownership of OpenAI and SpaceX. And these are two private companies, right? So now you can have ownership of these private companies through these tokens that Robinhood is now beginning to offer. It seems like a hybrid of crypto and stocks, and what better platform to do it than Robinhood that incubates all of this within their platform. It sounds like a brilliant idea until you see a message like this from something like OpenAI. These OpenAI tokens are not OpenAI equity. We did not partner up with Robinhood. We're not involved in this, and we do not endorse it. Any transfer of OpenAI equity requires our approval. We did not approve any transfer. Be careful. And then this is the follow-up from an individual that commented on this. A token is not a stock. Otherwise, what's the point of an IPO and the SEC? How does Robinhood app list these tokens in their balance sheet anyway? Do they just come out of thin air? Same as crypto. Again, the part that's to me, it's absurd. So first off, they're offering these tokens and they're coming up with these names of what these tokens are to try to track the valuation of private companies. So individuals, retail traders like you and I, that especially beginners, I mean, for those that use Robinhood, they're just trying to capture, in my opinion, it just seems like a liquidity grab, right? They're just trying to lure more people into this new marketplace of private ownership to now own synthetic tokens of these private companies that you don't actually own, nor do you have approval of. Like, make that make sense. Now, don't get me wrong. If this was a public company, that would be a different story, especially if you had an ETF that, again, goes through that form of regulation. But Robinhood, just without partnering with these private companies out of thin air, it's just coming out with these tokens, and now they're valuable because it tracks the valuation of these private companies. It's absurd. Like that concept would never work if there wasn't so much greed in this market, right? Because now they're just trying to capitalize in every market in every which way now with synthetic ownership. Synthetic meaning fake. And some people are saying that, oh, well, Robinhood privately owns ownership of OpenAI, and this is how they're doing it. Again, it doesn't matter. They obviously said with OpenAI is any transfer of ownership requires our approval. We did not approve any transfer. So you are literally, by investing in these tokens, it's like this whole NFT thing. I see it to be almost like a gimmick of that, is now you're buying these tokens that are fully just created out of thin air for these private companies that you don't actually own, that track the private valuation of them without their approval. It's insane. And of course, with less regulation. And to me, that's even more sketchy. But that's just me, right? So when asking the question, why is it selling off? That is why. In my opinion, there's a reason that things like this are happening. It's just there's so much greed in the market. Oh, Ricky, but this is innovation and this is where the market's going. It's no, like I'm all about innovation. But this, especially if you think about the right way in doing it, how are you not doing it with the approval of the companies that you're offering these tokens on? And even Elon Musk responded to this post and literally just said fake, because the two companies that Robinhood launched with was SpaceX and OpenAI tokens. Think about that. Now you have those two companies saying, dude, we did not approve this, nor does it actually offer any value of ownership. So be my guest, just like with the NFTs, there's supposedly value, right? If you can get the next person to pay more than it. So again, it maybe can be a trading vehicle, don't get me wrong, but long term, how do you ever expect them to actually have value when you're not directly owning any shares or equitable interest in these private companies. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. And I hope that this encourages you to simply do a little bit more due diligence so you don't just jump into the next NFT gimmick, right? And again, Robinhood is a company that has gone from $28 per share all the way up to $100 per share in about 85 trading days. So if that doesn't express how hyped up a company is, and they're just pushing more for more hype, more marketing to drive the price up even higher, then again, I just hope you take the current price levels into consideration as it's at all-time highs, and consider, right? If you're invested at a low price, congratulations, you're invested long-term, right? But buying at these levels, knowing what it is that's going on, knowing how much pullback potential there is, I just hope that you take downside risk into consideration. Other than that, the only other company that I actually focused on today was Tesla. I made $4,100. I think in today's earlier video, I was up like $4,300 or $4,500. I didn't trade it beyond, I didn't buy any more shares or open up any more shares to short. I did this one shortly after or before the market opened, because 30 minutes before the market opened, Tesla reported its Q2 deliveries. And although it came in lower than what was expected, it wasn't as bad. So again, it pushed up, became overhyped up, opened up short around 319. I waited for confirmation. And at one point I was up like almost $6,000. But I reduced my position, and then direction changed against me. And I saw that NASDAQ was incredibly bullish. So I knew that the condition and the environment for the market today was bullish. So trying to short anything probably wasn't going to be super successful or very giving. So I realized that right away at a ton of meetings today. And because of that, I didn't overcomplicate it. I made my $4,000. I reduced my position size on Tesla, and I enjoyed the rest of the day. I let the markets push up. And in my opinion, it's really setting me up for an amazing day tomorrow, because we're going into a 3-day weekend in observance to 4th of July, Independence Day on Friday. Markets will be closed. So tomorrow is our last trading day. And I'm excited to kick it off in front of our LPP team and see what presents itself during tomorrow's live trading session. And if you want to tune on in, second link in the description down below. The last thing that I quickly want to share with you is that, again, while markets continue to push up for no reason, yes, the private sector lost 33,000 jobs in June, badly missing expectation for a 100,000 job increase, ADP says. So again, the ADP employment change was just released for private payrolls, and it actually saw a decline instead of an incline. And remember, this is while everyone is telling you that markets are thriving. I also don't think enough people are talking about, even Microsoft just laid off another 9,000 workers. These are huge multi-trillion-dollar companies laying off thousands of workers. We got mortgage rates at incredible high rates, markets at all-time highs, bond yields at previous highs, and our debt at $37 trillion with a $5 trillion bill pending to get approved. A recipe for disaster, but very excited to see where the market goes. I think that's all I really had to share with you today. I was going to talk a little bit about some of the benefits of this big, beautiful bill, but maybe that can be a video for another time. I know I talked very bad about, not very bad, but I talked about my bias of why I don't want to add $5 trillion to the deficit. But I feel like my job here on YouTube is also to present both sides. So I wanted to highlight some of the pros that people might see with this big, beautiful bill, and to allow you, the viewer, to make your own decision. I'm not here to convince you that you should hate this bill or that you should love it. I want to make you aware of, the information that's readily available to all of us. And hopefully you can make a more informed decision of, do you support it or do you not? It's not like really our opinions matter, to be frankly honest. But I think it's, something to take into consideration. And obviously Trump going after Jerome Powell and saying that Jerome Powell should resign immediately because he's currently being investigated for spending too much on, I guess, renovations for some office building. It's, again, in my opinion, it's just Donald Trump fishing to get Jerome Powell removed. Imagine if this is roles reversed, the same thing's going to happen to Trump all over again. They're going to try to impeach him because of the way that he's acting and the way that he tries to target everyone. You can't feel sorry for a person that continues to put himself in the same position over and over again. It's like, if you mess things up, sleep in the bed that you continue to poop on, right? This dude's a full-grown adult and acting like this, not only just openly calling people names, but then he does things like this when he doesn't get his way. The whole reason that we have the Federal Reserve is because it's supposed to be nonpartisan. It's independent. And he just simply isn't respecting that. He's not getting his way, and this is the way that he's choosing to act. So I just hope that you see it for what it is. I can talk about the big, beautiful bill and the benefits in another video. If you guys want me to, just let me know down below. So I appreciate you guys' time. I hope that earned a thumbs up. And then like I've said before, I'd be more than happy to answer any questions. Just leave them down in the comment section. I'll see you tomorrow for our live trading session. Second link in the description down below. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.